Okay, YouTube, it's me, lukemick, and I'm going to do something that I said I wasn't going to do, but after something that I just experienced, I decided that I might as well just do it because I just feel like I should express myself through this video. So this is a review on Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I feel like I've played through enough of it now to get an impression on what I think of it, and I'm just going to share that with you guys, and why you should either buy it or don't buy it. So let's just get this started. We'll start with the campaign. The campaign. I generally have a good time playing through the campaign of the Call of Duty games. All the Modern Warfare games have some of the best campaigns I've seen in a I guess a warfare shooter. But this game, there's something. I think they tried to be way too different with this, and with this game, they tried too many new things at once, and it turns into a big ball of, like, bad ideas, and it makes it a bad game, is basically what happens. The campaign, I find it very, very hard to follow. I don't know what's going on, and it's constantly jumping around, and there's this Menendez guy who's supposedly, I guess, the bad guy in Venezuela. That's kind of what I think of, something like that. And basically, it keeps jumping from past to present, which is basically future. And it's really confusing, and it has a very bad, it's very bad at keeping track of what's going on, and I don't know what's going on at all. And they also added this new type of mission where you can see the overview of the battlefield, and then you can, like, command them where to go, but yet you can still play on the ground, and it's just so complicated, and it's hard to figure it out, and it doesn't work, and it's stupid, and I hate those missions, and I think that was just a big farce. But the campaign, there's just so many flaws, and what really made me just do this review right now is the level I just played. I think I'd say I'm close to halfway through the campaign, and I've had the game for a month. Usually with a Call of Duty game, I have the Platinum Trophy in a month, but with this one it's going so slow because there's so much that I hate about it, and the trophies are very campaign heavy, so there's a lot I have to do in the campaign, and the campaign is the weakest link in this whole game by far. And so anyways, the level I was just playing, you play as Menendez, the bad guy at the start, and it's in the 80s, I believe, and it's just so stupid because there's no development with him, and you don't know why this is happening, but he gets taken, and then he needs to go find his sister, and he's like, when you're playing, like, the controller's constantly vibrating, like he's in rage mode, and the screen is all red, and he's like, the game tried to be way too, like, stylish with this, and tried to be way too cool about it, and he's just slicing people's heads off, and you're playing as him, and he's just like a he's like a, what do you call it, a raging badass, what do you call it, in Borderlands 2, like, he's like unstoppable, and that's who you're playing as, and it's just really stupid, and I was laughing my ass off, because he keeps just grunting, like, he's like taking all this flag, and then the little hologram of his sister in a mental image keeps popping up on the side, and it's just, like, so cheesy. The game itself, the campaign itself is terribly cheesy, very cliched, and the gameplay is not fun, and it needs to be fixed, but that's not going to happen, because it's been released, obviously, and there's nothing they can do about it, and the campaign, unfortunately, just falls so hard that the campaign's a piece of shit, and that's just all there is to it. So, campaign gets a very weak 1 out of 5 stars. The multiplayer. Multiplayer, I like the Modern Warfare games. Multiplayer's a bit more. And this one, Black Ops, I wasn't a huge fan of it. Never Prestige, and I never Prestige in World at War. So Treyarch in general, I'm not a huge fan of. I'm more into Infinity Ward and their Modern Warfare games. But anyways, this one, the multiplayer, it was pretty fun at first, and It's almost the same thing as Black Ops, except there's no COD points. Thank God. I didn't like the COD points thing in Black Ops, but it's pretty fun for a while. But after a while, there's just not enough motivating you to play. There's not enough there's not. What am I trying to get at here? There's not enough pushing you to play. I like in Modern Warfare how you work to unlock the titles and emblems to totally customize your thing, or you try to unlock them. There's just more things that you can do, I feel, in the Modern Warfare games. In the Black Ops, you can make your own emblem, and then you don't. That's basically all there is for customization. And they kind of changed up what they did. What they did with their creator class. You can only have like 10 points, and each like attachment, weapon, or perk has like 1 point, and that's okay. It evens things out a bit more, but I'd rather just stick to the classic Call of Duty creative class system. But the online, it's fun, but I'm already really bored of it, and I'm only level 19. It's just too repetitive, and there's not enough there that pushes you to play. So multiplayer gets a 2 out of 5 stars. Yeah, so far this review, it's not very good, and fortunately, I didn't really have to pay any money for this game. I just traded in like a game or two, and then I had some GameStop points on my GameStop card, and some store credit and stuff, and that all just kind of morphed together and got this game. So last thing I'm gonna touch on here is the zombies. In Black Ops, I played it a lot, and that's only because of zombies. Because zombies is really fun, and I think that's the best thing that Treyarch has going for them. And I personally would love having just a full-on zombies game, like Call of Duty Zombies, you know, $50 to $60. Have maybe 15 maps, and then like different modes for each map, and then maybe a whole zombie story structure type thing, just to throw it in there just to say that they have a campaign. And I think a lot of people would be happy with something like that where it's just zombies. So I think that's the reason why a lot of people play the Black Ops games. But anyways, the zombies in this one, basically it starts with 3 maps. You have Transit, which I'm sure you've all heard of and played, since this is a pretty late review and now things have finally sunk in. You're on a bus and you keep going from different parts of the map to get your perks and weapons and whatnot, and yeah, you're just going around on a bus, and that's a pretty good mode. It's very inventive, and I like it, and I play it quite a bit. And then the second map, it's Town. It's basically one of the stops for the bus stop, and it's one of the biggest stops, I think, and they have like most of the perks there, and random weapons box, and then they have the farm, which is the 3rd and final level. It's like it's one of the smaller stops. So basically, the whole map for zombies is they all intertwine, and they're all kind of the same thing, but they're just smaller portions, I guess, except Transit's the whole thing. And another thing about zombies is that they added a new mode called Grief, and basically it's 4v4. The team to survive the longest wins pretty much. It's pretty much all you have to know about that, and it's pretty fun, and I like that as an addition, more options. So the zombies, I really like the zombies, but I think Black Ops had a better variation of maps, but I'm sure DLCs will come. But see, the thing I hate about Call of Duty is that they always, the map packs are so expensive, and they just have this way of marketing it that just makes people buy it, and I'm gonna buy it. I know I'm gonna fucking buy one of them, or at least, and it's just, I just feel like it's a waste of money, because I only buy them for the zombie purposes. So I was excited when Moon came out for Black Ops. But anyways, the zombies is overall pretty fun. 4 to 5 stars for zombies. So yeah, if you add up all my scores for the campaign, multiplayer, and zombies, it averages out to only be about 2 out of 5 stars. So I don't recommend getting this game. The only real reason to buy it would be zombies. Get it for next year when it's 30. I think zombies is worth enough, I guess, for $30. But I know you're gonna probably buy it anyways, because it's Call of Duty, and it's gonna be obsolete next year. No one's gonna be playing it. Everyone's gonna be playing the next shitty one. So they're just overpriced, and I'm kind of getting sick of that, their marketing, and just the need. It's like when they come out, I'd say I'm not going to buy it. I am not going to buy this game. It looks terrible. And what do you know? I buy it just because so many people buy it, and it's just like, I don't even know what it is. It's like, takes me over. It corrupts me. I don't know. And just one last thing I forgot to mention is the graphics. These are the worst graphics I have seen in a Call of Duty game for a modern gen system to date, except for the fact that I haven't played Call of Duty 3, but I think even that would probably have better graphics. Like even COD 4 had way better graphics, and that came out 5 years ago. But this game, I don't understand how it can go from, like, they keep going more and more through the years, and the graphics are supposed to be getting better. Yet this one's graphics quality drops so low to an absolute unbelievable low. It's just really surprising to me, and I don't understand it, but it has some pretty bad graphics. Like, they are bad graphics. They're not just bad for Call of Duty, they are bad graphics. So that's about it for my review. lukemick, obviously. Subscribe, and if I feel like it, I'll do another game review. I just felt like I should do this one to advise you guys not to buy the game. So I'll see you guys later.